my dear masters, my dear gods. Welcome to all of you for the Holistic Wellness Program. Today, day 7th, my dear friends, we are going through. And our sincere pronouns to Mother Babaji, my sincere pronouns to my beloved Guruji, Brahmarshi Patriji, and once again, Dhanyavad to all of you. Friends, today's schedule of the programs, we look at. The first, we will be going through the spiritual wisdom. Spiritual wisdom today is why you choose to be born on the earth. What is the purpose of life? Let's understand that deeply. And other thing is, after that we do meditation for the amount of period, 30 minutes. So then after we'll try to understand what is the use of, how to use the edible oils, cooking oils, friends. And then that's a part of a holistic lifestyle. Then after that, home remedies. We need to say goodbye to all the women menstrual problems naturally. How do we achieve that, my dear friends? So these are the topics for today. Okay. So now we'll be starting the session with the spiritual wisdom, my dear friends. The spiritual wisdom is why we choose to born on the earth planet, on the mother earth, and what is the purpose of life. Friends, so let's understand that deeply. So all of us, we know very well that we are in the human form. We are in the human form, but we are the spiritual beings, my dear friends. We are the spiritual beings. We are in the human form on this earth planet. So we choose to come to the earth planet not one time, many times, my dear friends. So why do we need to come to the earth planet many times? So either the earth planet or any other physical planet, in fact. Friends, when you look at the whole creation going on, so that's what we have discussed yesterday, before yesterday also. The creation itself is so unique. The creation itself is so marvelous. The creation itself is so enlightening. If you look at it, the creation itself is so amazing, and really it is so highly, so the kind of surprising for all of us. Such a kind of creation is all around us, in the form of plant kingdom, in the form of animal kingdom, in the form of mineral kingdom, and in the form of the human kingdom, my dear friends. When you look at all these things, what do we understand is basically the creation is so meticulous, which is happening from the creator everywhere in all the life beings. Since the design itself is so unique from one physical body to other physical body. Just consider one animal to other animal. You can never find any similarity. Consider one plant to other plant. There is no similarity. There is a uniqueness in every creation. If such is the creation, that is the kind of creation, we are all within it, we are all around that. All the creation is around us, the entire creation, we are all in that creation. So day in, day out, when we see all these things, we'll be really curious to know, and we are also stumbled and we are surprised to see all this creation, my dear friends. But provided you have a highest amount of awareness, if you are blinded, if you are blindfolded, and you don't have awareness, you don't have sufficient awareness within you, the limited awareness, you can never feel amazing, or you can never enjoy the nature. You can never appreciate the type of creation which is going on around you. So that's what is very important. So that is why everywhere there is the beautiful world is around us. We are within that world. We need to realize that, first of all. We need to realize every minute, every second, we are in the beautiful and the wonderful, amazing world we are all living in. But of course, as a human being, we are going through day-to-day affairs, and then our mind is occupied with so many things. And especially we are occupied, and our mind is not allowing us in order to enjoy the nature, in order to see the beauty of the nature. We are not operating with awareness, we are operating with the mind. Okay. So when we are operating with the mind, if you look at an object, if you look at a tree, if you look at a plant, if you look at a human being, or you look at the animal being, you can't find the beauty in it. You only see the physical body. But the physical body in inside and outside, if you look at it as it is so beautiful and amazing. But we are unable to look at its beauty and its intrinsic nature. The reason being, we are operating with the mind. Most of the time, we are operating with the mind. We never operate with our awareness and consciousness, my dear friends. The reason being, we are used to that. Our physical life is used to that. And that is the reason. So what is most important is when we are leading our life on this earth planet or any other planet, any other physical planet, what is most important is every minute you have to celebrate your life. Every minute, every second, the life around you, the life within you is already in a dancing, it's so much, having so much highly rejoiceful. The life within you, the life around you is already rejoicing, my dear friends. There is nothing lacking in it. With your mind, you are finding lacking in it. The life within you, life around you is already rejoiced, is already overwhelming, is already in the mode of celebration, my dear friends. Look at a tree. Look at the tree. You will understand. The tree, as it is growing, will you say that the tree is getting older, or you say that tree is growing? You never say that the tree is getting older. That is the word you will not use. The reason is the tree, as it is getting, even the age of the tree is increasing year by year. You only say the tree is growing. Like us, so we human beings, we always use the words that we are becoming older. The reason being, we always apply our mind. For the consciousness, there is no age, there is no limitation, my dear friends. The consciousness within you is ageless, is timeless, is spaceless. It is beyond all these parameters. Any of these parameters cannot measure the consciousness. It cannot touch the consciousness at all. So that is our reality. That is our true nature, my dear friends. When you know this true nature, what will happen is every minute, every second is a celebration for you. Who is stopping you not to realize this true nature? And why you are unable to understand the true nature is most important, my dear friends. So that is what our real problem is. The whole humanity is suffering because they never find the true nature. They never realize the true nature of themselves. Friends, so what will happen is when you look at our physical life, the way we are leading here, right? And even the physical life itself, when you are leading the physical life here, having everything within you, having everything. So as a physical life on this earth planet, you have no scarcity at all. Your family, you are doing some job and you are earning money and you are spending it. All the things you are doing everything, all the things around you with you available, all the resources, still you are not happy. What is the reason that you are not happy? What is that you are searching for, first of all? When you have everything and family is there and all the resources are there, physicality, all the physical life you are enjoying, then still you are not happy. Still you are searching for something. That is, so friends, what will happen is whatever we find the happiness with objects, with the people, with the situations, with the circumstances, all that is going to be a temporary happiness, which will be there today. By tomorrow, it will be disappeared from you. So that is why you are never happy. Today you got the great marks, or you got the great results in your job, or you are excelled something, you have performed greatly, and you got a promotion in your job. That all, so maybe it will be there with you, that kind of happiness, the kind of applause, the rewards, awards, whatever you get, right? So with all these things, what will happen? You may enjoy, and you may have that kind of the happiness within you for a momentary, like maybe today, maybe tomorrow, or maybe sometime, some few days, that happiness will be with you. After that, what happens? You come to the normal condition again. So that means that happiness is not permanent. That happiness is basically a temporary happiness. which any happiness which depends on all the outside things. Whatever the happiness it is, it depends upon all these other external factors is not going to be permanent. It's going to be a temporary happiness. So being that is a temporary nature, what will happen is again you will be searching for the happiness. The next day, after achieving something, then you will be trying to achieve something else. In the physical life, I'm talking about the physical life, pure physical life. So again, you'll be searching for something and you'll be trying to either achieve or you fail it also. Sometimes you may fail also. Then you get unhappiness again. Not the happiness. This time you get a lot of unhappiness, a lot of sadness in your life. Then you'll be in the dukkha. You'll be crying and weeping and you're lamenting. That's how this physical life is going on, my dear friends. So if you keep seeing all these instances, what exactly it means for us is whatever gives happiness to you, that is the most of the times you must keep doing that kind of thing. For example, some people may get a lot of happiness by just sitting alone and by just reading books or by playing music, right? So likewise, there are many people, they get their own happiness through different means. So you keep doing that. In the physical life, whatever gives happiness to you, please keep doing that. Never ever postpone it. Okay. So keep doing that so that you'll be getting a lot of happiness. So and then you'll be always joyful condition. May not be blissful, at least for the momentary of life, momentary of time, maybe 2 days, 1 week, or whatever the time period, you'll be happy. So that means you'll be able to forget all the negative things, right? So some people, when they are reading a book, a nice book, they'll be able to get a lot of happiness and they'll be quite contented. So likewise, everybody will have some choice. So that particular thing, you have to keep doing it. But when you try to find a purpose in your life, particularly on physical life, so I always try to say that the purpose of your life or anybody's life is something, whatever you do on this earth planet, that must be useful for others or it must be useful to the nature. In either way, either it must be useful to other people, whatever you do. Maybe you are a teacher or a professor, you are a musician or whatever it may be. If you are able to help some other people, or if you are able to help the nature, right? So this may be one kind of a purpose for everybody in the physical life, friends. In the physical life, what may be the purpose more than this? All the other things, whatever you do, for example, you try to do many things for yourself, for your family, for yourself, right? You may be able to so many things you may be able to achieve for yourself, for your family. So that's not going to be selfless. It is going to be selfish in nature. So that is not the real purpose. The real purpose of a physical life is if you are able to do something selflessly without expecting anything. If you are able to help somebody, if you are able to help the nature, that is going to be the real purpose of life in everybody's journey of life. But what will happen is, so this itself is called karma yoga, my dear friends. The karma yoga means what? Karma yoga means like you are achieving the yoga tattva through the karmas, by performing the karmas, selfless karmas, without expecting anything. It's called niskama karma. That means I do my karma, I do my duty without expecting any results. It's called niskama karma, my dear friends. So when you do the niskama karma, what will happen? Let me tell you. When you perform the niskama karma, in this current life itself, you'll be able to achieve so-called salvation, liberation, whatever it is. All your karmas, whatever the present life karmas, will be vanished. It means that so you don't attach to any kind of karma, new karma. If you do karma with selfless nature, without expecting any fruits out of it. That's what in Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says. Do your duty, do not expect the fruits. Do your duty, do not expect the fruits. It means do your karma, do not expect any fruits out of it. For example, I help somebody. So with my own intention, I go and help somebody, but I should not expect any fruits out of it. If I do that kind of karmas, friends, they are called selfless karmas. If you do that kind of karmas, definitely you are not going to get attached any kind of a any kind of a so-called the karmic bandha. That means you don't find any kind of negative results out of it, and then you are not going to be developing any new more karmas. No new karmas will be attached to you. Reason being, you never expect any fruits. You are just given your relentless, selfless service to others. So this is somehow the kind of purpose of life for everybody on the planet. The physical purpose of life I'm talking about, right? So this is called physical purpose of life. So likewise, friends, so what will happen is, so this selfless service, the karma yoga, through karma yoga, what will happen? Again, let me tell you, so when you are in the karma yoga, relentless service you are doing, selfless service you are doing, the what will happen is salvation, liberation, or moksha, whatever it is, this that will come in search of you. You don't need to come, you don't need to go in search of that. This will, that whatever the salvation you are looking at, whatever the liberation you are looking at, or nirvana, moksha, enlightenment, whatever the word may be, anything that will come in search of you. The God will, the God or Almighty. So He will come in search of you. You don't need to go. You don't need to go in search of the Almighty or whatever, because you're already achieving the perfection in every task you are doing. You already achieved the kind of purity with the type of task, with the type of efforts, with the type of karmas what you are doing through the niskama karma, friends. So when you do this in this current life itself, you definitely achieve something called the whatever liberation or moksha. That is for sure it will come. You are not going to do any more effort for that. You don't need to worry about that. First of all, you can observe many of the yogis, right? They achieve all this, through karma yoga itself, through the karma yoga, right? So they try to achieve that. Most of the moksha or liberation, they try to achieve it. Most of the enlightenment part, they will definitely achieve through this karma yoga itself. Of course, so with the karma yoga itself, you may not be able to understand, yourself more, but definitely you are seeing everybody as a god around you. You are seeing everybody around you itself is the part of the nature, in fact. So that is why you are helping others. When you are helping others, with what means you are helping, not with expecting something. You are not expecting anything. You are doing niskama karma. It means that you are in your thinking, everything is equal. All of us are equal, and all of us are same. We are all in the physical sense. If you talk about, all are equal. Everybody is having, that is called something called divineness or the godliness within us. So that's what, with that intention, if somebody is doing, so what will happen is their karma itself will lead to the so-called salvation. Their karma itself will lead to the liberation. There is no such separate effort is required in order to find the God, my dear friends. You will achieve the God. You will achieve the enlightenment through your karmas only, but your karmas must be having the greatest purity. That's called Trikarana Suddhi. Whatever you speak, whatever think, whatever you do with, like whatever the Vak Kshetra, Chesta Kshetra, Bhavana Kshetra, these three things must be completely purified. Whenever this purification happen in these three things, my dear friends, then what will happen? Whatever you do to others, whatever you do for yourself, and whatever you do for nature, everything will be definitely having highest purity in the the kind of the performance or kind of the task what you perform on this earth planet, on the physical planet, my dear friends. So first you need to achieve this Trikarana Suddhi. Then with a selfless service, so-called niskama karma, keep performing it in your physical life, in your physical life, whatever possible. For example, you are a musician. You want to teach other people the music, you want to teach other people whatever the music you know. In that case, what happened? You keep teaching whoever comes to you, and wherever you go, you keep teaching this only music to everybody without expecting anything. That becomes a selfless karma, and also it becomes a niskama karma, my dear friends. Similarly, meditation, you keep teaching others, and certain kind of subject, the mathematics, you want to teach other people free of cost. So there is no any expectation, any returns expectation. It's called niskama karma. Likewise, friends. So whatever you can do physically, I'm telling about whatever you can do physically. do it with a selfless, let it be a selfless service, let it be a niskama karma, then you never need to search separately. You never need to do any kind of a separate practices in order to find the God. You can find the God will find you. You don't need to find the God himself will find you, in that particular task. That's so simple, my dear friends. That is so simple. Only thing is that purity, whether we have it or we need to inculcate, we need to develop in ourselves. So day by day, in this on the earth planet, as we are going through our journey of life, we need to keep developing that kind of that kind of character we need to develop within us. So all that will come with the advancement of the inner qualities, mind inner qualities. So many qualities are there, as we know, 6 Arised Vargas. All these Arised Vargas, so it's one or other Arised Varga, whatever, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Macharya, right? This pride, attachment, jealousy, anger, right? The so-called desire, lobhatva, greedy, so the timidity, all these things, all these qualities which are there in everybody, my dear friends, because we are physical body, we are a physical body. So for the physical body, what happened as we are growing? So physically we are growing, like in age, the age is growing, and day by day as we are growing, what will happen? We try to do a lot of, we try to learn as well. We try to do some karmas, because in a day-to-day practice, we have to learn something and we'll be doing some karmas. So out of the karmas, what we do, some may go wrong, some may go correctly. All that depends upon your own intellect again. So if your intellect is great, physical intellect at least, or so-called materialistic intellect, there are again 2 intellects, my dear friends. One is materialistic intellect, other one is spiritual intellect. Your materialistic intellect will only tell you how to learn the music and the kind of music what you learn, what are the basics for the music, what are the various so-called, the integrities in the music, and what are the various technologies, all these things. When you are learning everything all about music, that is called materialistic intellect about the music. If you are suppose if you are a chemist, or if you are a doctor, if you are an engineer, all that is called materialistic intellect, which is just pertaining to only materialistic world, which doesn't have any connection with the spiritual world, my dear friends. So with all these things, what happen? We'll be learning, and with whatever the intellect we have, we'll also be doing some karmas. So in all this, out of all these things, we'll be having a lot of imbalances, so a lot of the uncontrolled manner about all these, so-called Arised Vargas. So there will be a lot of variations will be happening with respect to this, because we becoming, as we are growing physically, then what happened? We get into family life, we get into business life, so many things we do. So on the earth planet, we do so many things, my dear friends, which is happening quite from centuries. It has happening for thousands of years, and so many years, for a long time, the same thing is going on this earth planet. Either the kings were there, kingdom was there, right in the olden days, and now the physical world, like what we are seeing today, everywhere this is same. This will be going on some or other way. This will be going on. We all need, when we come to this earth planet, there are some boundaries, there are some laws, physical laws, which are designed already. We all have to definitely go through these physical laws. We can't go beyond these physical laws. If someone is going beyond these physical laws, probably they might be already a great matured souls in the previous life. They may not be bound, they may not be binded by these physical laws. Of course, they start right from their beginning of this life, physical life. They'll be in a different spectrum of life, and the different spectrum of thinking itself, my dear friends. Those are called the great matured souls, or you can say they are real masters. Other than those people, all other souls, it can be just born soul, baby soul, infant soul, or a young soul, whichever the soul, whichever the physical human beings are living in the soul evolution, different soul evolution. All of us are binded with the physical laws on that planet. So we have to do, definitely when we are binded with the physical laws, a lot of things are there. Like you are going through education, you will be entering into a job, or you will be entering a business, or otherwise, and then you will be also starting a family. So likewise, many things are there. Okay, for all of a growing souls, the souls which are under evolution, definitely bound to do all these things, my dear friends. When you bound to do all these things, what will happen? Definitely, you are going to pick up, you are going to do some karmas. Sometimes, with the ignorance you do, with the ignorance, you are going to attempt something. So that may be a spiritual, it's called materialistic ignorance, I'm telling. It's not a spiritual ignorance. Forget about spiritual ignorance, that will come later. So this, with this materialistic ignorance, my dear friends, we may be committing some mistakes. And with which what happen, so some negative karma will happen. The negative deed happens, then negative result. That means there's a cause which is done, and then the negative effect of that, the negative cause, the negative effect of that particular cause may be experienced now, may be experienced in the next life. So this is how what happened. The whatever the lives we take here, this go through not one life, several life it goes like this. The reason is the new karmas came and new learnings of course new learnings also came. As I told many times, I repeated. So every life, in every instant, and every day also, for us, for the soul especially, but not for the physical body. For the physical body, for the physical mind, it may be painful, it may be suffering for you, but for the soul, every minute, every day, every experience is the great progression, not the regression, my dear friends. For the soul. But for the physical body, for the mind, it may be suffering for you for the momentary of time. Of course, the God has given us something called forgetfulness. We forget it. We forget easily, right? We forget and then move on. So likewise, the physical life is going on, my dear friends. So on this physical planet, so one only purpose we find is helping other people selflessly, without expecting anything. Finally, of course, that also leads to the so-called enlightenment or the salvation, liberation, whatever it may be. It will definitely lead you, but how much ever possible. For example, Mother Teresa has done selfless service to the orphans. Through her missionary, she has done selfless service. Just imagine, so not having any spiritual wisdom with her. There is no deeper spiritual wisdom for her. As a human being, of course, it's an evolved soul. It is as good as it is a matured soul, whatever Mother Teresa soul. So then what happened with her, with her intrinsic characters, with her inner characters, whatever, which has driven her. So what happened? She has done a selfless and huge services has been rendered by her when she was living on the earth planet. So that is called selfless service. That's called niskama karma, which also find the complete godliness within that. All the whatever the task, whatever the service she was doing, she find the godliness within that, and God also comes to her. That means what you can say, divinity, almighty, and the salvation, enlightenment, whatever the words you call it. But that will find her, not she don't need to find that particularly going in search of that. It's not required. Because you understood maybe may not be understood through spiritual way, and may not be that she has got already enlightened. So what the other words we try to use in other side, that is on the other side is spiritual side. So spiritual side, if you talk about, of course, that's a different thing. But here there is no enlightenment, nothing like that. But with her selfless motive, with her selfless, relentless effort, she achieved that. She realized the God. She visited the God. She worshipped the God in the form of the karma, niskama karma, my dear friends. So this is all about the purpose of life. Physically, I'm talking about. Physically, if I'm talking about, this is the purpose of life for everybody, for every one of us, more or less. There won't be any other purpose of life, as I think so. For everybody. It may be you are a singer, you are a dancer, you are a musician, you are a painter, you are a shoemaker, whatever it may be. For all of us, of course, all these things we do, so in the different profession, different things, every one of us does. But ultimately, the purpose of physical life could be helping others selflessly, so-called the niskama karma. So please make a note of this with respect to the physical purpose of life. Then what is my purpose of life spiritually? So it's also a question everybody gets into their mind, isn't it? So every one of us will be wondering, what is the purpose of life spiritually when we speak? My dear friends, so please make a note of that. So you have no purpose at all. If you talk about spiritual purpose or purpose of life with respect to spirituality, now we are starting our actual subject, my dear friends. So what is the purpose of life? What is the purpose of life spiritually when you talk about? So I say that there is no purpose. It is a purposelessness. Our life is purposelessness, my dear friends. So many of us, what happened? Many of us, we are aiming for enlightenment. Many of us, we are searching for enlightenment, my dear friends. One thing so surprising, or one thing is something, we always wonder. So where we are searching for, why we are searching for? We have, it's something like this. We have our, the keys, our motor vehicle keys within our pocket, and we are searching somewhere outside. We are go on searching outside. We never search within our own pocket. That's how this look. Our life searching for some kind of enlightenment or a salvation or liberation. We are all searching outside, in order to achieve it. In order to achieve it. But I say that there's nothing to achieve it, my dear friends. You are already that. You are already that. First, make a note this particular point, that you are already that. You don't need to become anything, my dear friends. You don't need to become anything. You are already that. You are living. You are living so nicely. That means you have a life. You are enjoying the life. You see how how your hands are working, eyes are working without your knowledge. Everything is working here so beautifully. It means that, do you think that there is something else available somewhere outside to achieve within you? You're not going to get anything from outside, and then you are getting enlightened. So by doing so many other practices, this practice, that practice, and I want to get enlightened. Where is that? What is that? You are going to get enlightened. There's nothing you are going to get enlightened. Only thing is, you are not realized. That's all. It is there with you. I'm telling you, it is there with you right now. You don't need to wait for a moment. I'm telling you. Just drop off your ego. Drop your ego, drop your mind. It is there well within you, my dear friends. So this is the kind of a life, a beautiful, amazing life, wonderful life we are all leading here. We are the best example for the purpose of life. Our purpose of life is a blissfulness. Our purpose of life, if all you want to talk about purpose of life, just only one thing is blissfulness. There's nothing beyond that, my dear friends. Ultimately, our purpose of life, if you talk about just realizing ourselves, which is there readily, which is already there within you, within everyone, all within the whole cosmos, all around us, it is already there. Without which we don't exist here, my dear friends. The moment the kind of a what you are searching for, you're searching for some enlightenment, or whatever it you are searching for. So you don't need to search anywhere. It's already within you. If that doesn't exist within you, you are not going to be here. Your physical body cannot stay not even 1 second. You will be disappeared. Your physical body will disintegrate the moment it is going to be out of you. So that means it is already there with you. You are living so joyfully. Maybe because you are struggling and you are searching. All that because of your own ignorance. Your own spiritual ignorance, my dear friends. You never did any meditation. What is the purpose of meditation? Basically, purpose of meditation is just in order to realize yourself. That's all. Just in order to make you to realize yourself, your own self. Who are you? Who am I? Only just in order to get the answer for this, this particular question, I need to do meditation. Otherwise, I have no other aim of meditation, my dear friends. If I say any other aim of meditation, I want to become this, become that. I want to become a great guru. I want to get so many powers, this, that, all that. No, that is not going to be the sensible thing. It is not going to be a sensible thing, my dear friends. It is not at all required. It is unnecessary. What is more necessary is, in order to realize your true form, in order to realize what exactly your reality, your real nature. That real nature is already within you. You just need to drop the mind, or take away the mind, and you just need to take away the ego. If these two are taken out, as I told already, we have a conscious mind, thinking mind. We are a ego. We are the intellect, and we are ego and intellect. So, and we are also the subconscious mind. That means we have mano, chitta, ahankara, buddhi. Mano, chitta, ahankara, buddhi. That means intellect and ego and subconscious mind, conscious mind. So we are these four always. Every human being is part, the combination of these four. So in this, what we have to drop off? Try to understand. In these four, we have to drop off. One thing is our own conscious mind to be switched off, take out, and then you have to take out the ego, and then you also need to switch off the intellect, not required. Then what will happen when you close all these things, my dear friends? Then only one thing is remained is that is your soul consciousness, your own so-called subconscious mind. Subconscious mind, that is part of your soul consciousness, part of your soul, part of your real nature, my dear friends. Subconsciousness itself is your own true nature, your own real nature. It is not separate from you. So in order to realize it, what we need to do? See, let's say these five fingers. In the five fingers, this is nothing but a physical body. This is a mind. This is the intellect. This is the soul, individual soul. This is a supreme soul or Paramatma. Just consider these five fingers. You can understand the entire life. You can understand all the spiritual science itself. You can understand here. There is nothing else to be done, my dear friends. So, in order to understand the purpose of life, what exactly we need to do is, you just need to make sure that your physical body is here, right? Your mind is here, your intellect is here. Just drop the mind, close the mind, kill the mind, then even drop the intellect also, not required. And then this is a physical body. This is just a kind of an instrument or a vessel, right? It's a physical body, it's just physical matter, right? It's a matter. So the matter, and then dropping of these two, then what exactly is there now? So this is particularly soul, the individual soul. Now you see here, soul and physical body, both are directly, they can interact now. If these two are dropped off, they can interact directly. You don't need anything in between. Then my soul energy is accessible to my physical body always. Then my physical body can stay healthily for a long time. It can be having a longevity, it can be energetic, and it can do its function so nicely. If the mind is switched off and my intellect is also switched off. So this is where I can access the soul energy. Otherwise, I have no access to the soul energy because these two are in between. These two are always in between. They are blocking the soul energy. It's not allowed. The soul energy is not allowed to reach the physical body at all. That is why this physical body, most of the times, this get diseases. So this doesn't get any pranic energy or cosmic energy, my dear friends. So this is the problem here. So when you understand, so this is a Baba Mudra. You know Baba Mudra here, like this. Matar Babaji Mudra. I was seen in the the one Mudra, this Mudra, Babaji Mudra. In the Rajinikanth movie, you might have seen this kind of Mudra. So it's very important. You need to just to understand is this soul can be directly accessed with the physical body, and physical body itself can stay for any amount of period. It can stay for any amount of life, any amount of period. So once it gets the soul energy properly, it means that soul energy must be accessible to this, then drop these two. Then you get enlightenment. Now, your physical body is able to understand, you're able to understand the soul consciousness. Simple. Now, soul consciousness is visible and soul consciousness is realized by you. You're able to realize the soul consciousness. Okay? When you're able to realize the soul consciousness, it's very easy that you can understand what is your true nature, what is your real nature. What is your true form? Now you understood. So this is my true form. These two are not mine. These two are picked up. These two are externally grown. So my mind, the conscious mind, I keep learning and keep forgetting so many things. I keep doing a lot of karmas. With all those things, my mind got developed, through society way, through parents, all these things. This is developed. Conscious mind is always day in, day out. It will keep changing, my dear friends. This mind is not constant. That is why whichever is not constant, this is not mine, so I kill it. And then my intellect also. I maybe keep learning something, right? I maybe keep learning some, it can be education, it can be any skills, any whatever it may be. Whatever the intellect which I am just, receiving from the outer world, So which is also not necessary. What not necessary is it is also going to be an obstacle for me in order to access the soul, or in order to realize my soul, or in order to realize my individual nature. It is going to be obstacle, because I say that I'm a poet, I'm a great singer, I'm a great musician, then how can you go and access your soul energy? You can't access. The reason is you are identified with it. When you are, first of all, you are identified with the mind. When you are identified with the mind, it is impossible to locate your soul, right? It is impossible to access your soul. First, drop it off, and then you also drop the intellect, saying that I am a great engineer, I am a great doctor, I am a great professor, whatever it may be. Just forget it. Drop that identity also. So when you have dropped these two, then you realize your individual soul. Friends, so this is the purpose of life. This is the purpose of life. So as it is, spiritually if you are speaking, this is the purpose of life. Everyone, we need to work towards our physical life. We need to, such a way we need to lead our life on this earth planet till the last breath, all the time. So we need to trying to reach to our own, self-realization or realizing our own self, my dear friends. This is the purpose of life. Otherwise, there is no other purpose of life. There is no other purpose of life. So anything like, in fact, so when I say that in a deeper sense, so this particular soul consciousness, you're already there. You're already in this already. You're already living in this now. Since you are living in this, then only you are live. You are sitting here, I'm speaking to you, you are listening to me. Otherwise, you are not going to be, you're not all going to be able to listen if you are not having this consciousness. So this is the consciousness with which your entire physical body is working, my dear friends. Right? So in that case, so you should know that you are already that. But only thing is, the funniest part of all of us is we are not able to realize that. That is why since we are not able to realize with this conscious mind, the conscious mind always mislead you. The conscious mind, what it does, it always mislead you. It will try to show so many reasons, so many logic it will try to bring up in between. When I say that you're already the great, so you're already the soul consciousness, and your true nature is the ananda, your true nature is blissfulness. If I say all this, what happened? You only listen. You can't really understand. With your logic mind, you will always negate it. Again, you will come to the, so in your one part of your mind, it says that it may not be, I may not be, he may be, I may not be. So that kind of logic conclusions will be started. So that is the reason, unless otherwise you switch off that mind, so otherwise that logic reasoning is to keep on going. So that is why in meditation particularly, we say that first to drop the mind. First to drop the mind, switch off your mind, then what will happen? Slowly, you enter into the realm of consciousness, the higher realm of consciousness. So that is called the emptiness, basically. That is called sunyatva. When you enter into sunyatva, then you yourself will be able to experience that consciousness, that emptiness, that sunyatva. Then you will understand yourself. Who are you? Who am I? You get your own answers, my dear friends. Nobody need to answer. I'm telling you. Otherwise, consciously you are not able to understand. But I say that there is nothing to achieve. As such, there is nothing to achieve for a human being. Human being as a unique being, is a unique personality. Is a unique personality. Already this unique personality itself is so great, and this unique personality is a best example of the enlightenment. There is nothing, the enlightenment is not separate, my dear friends. It is not separate that you need to achieve somewhere. It's not separate that you need to reach somewhere. You don't need to reach anywhere. Just drop your mind, drop your intellect, and then you find yourself within you. This is called the so-called enlightenment, my dear friends. This is called the purpose of life. What purpose of life will be there more than this? Tell me. So there is no separate purpose of life, or we don't need to create, or we don't need to search anywhere outside, which is very well within you. All the time, 24/7, 365 days. You're already you're a enlightened being, my dear friends. You're already enlightened. I say that you are already enlightened. Only thing is you can't accept it because you have a conscious mind, logic mind, which is working all the time with you. And you also have intellect, which is also the kind of intellect what you have is materialistic intellect, which will not accept whatever someone says, whatever scripture says, whatever Bhagavad Gita says, whatever the great masters keep telling us in the form of satsang, in the form of swadhyaya. We are not able to we are not able to believe it, we are not able to live with that consciousness. So that is the reason. So this so-called spiritual training, all this so-called, whatever we undergo, the meditation, spiritual wisdom classes, all this is required in order to strengthen the belief within you that you're already that. I am that. You are already that. It is that. It is that. I am that. You are already that. What else you wanted? Tell me. So that is why. So let's go through these practices of meditation. Let's strengthen ourselves. 3 hours meditation, 2 hours swadhyaya, 1 hour satsanga, right? Using pyramid energy. With all these things, what will happen, my dear friends? The belief of your own self. Already you are an enlightened being. Already you are a realized soul. You are self-realized being. All the two, just to get into yourself, and you want to experience. You want to have a experience of yourself. Only thing is, we need to go through all these practices, which will strengthen, which will put you into the track, proper path. So that is called spiritual journey, my dear friends. So that's how we need to understand the purpose of life with respect to spirituality. With respect to spirituality, this is only the purpose of life. If at all you feel there is a purpose, this is only the purpose of life. But I say, with a deeper sense, the deeper perspective, there is no purpose of life for any being, for any human being. In fact, speaking, there is no purpose of life itself. Life itself is a purposeless. It's it's a play, my dear friends. It's a child play, or you must be always playful. The reason is you're already that. So when you are already that, what happened? You need to enjoy. You need to celebrate every moment, every second, every minute on this earth planet. You need to celebrate. Do not postpone your celebration from today to tomorrow. You can't achieve the celebration. You can't achieve the celebration with respect to some aims or some goals, my dear friends. Do not keep any goal. If you keep any goal, you are postponing your contentment. You are postponing your own, celebration. Time to time, you are postponing your celebration. There's no question. There's no need of postponing celebration. That's what I would like to say. With the the uttermost confidence, the uttermost faith on so on ourselves, we must not postpone our contentment, our celebration any more minute, any more second. We must be celebrating our life every minute, my dear friends. Why do we need to postpone? For what purpose you are postponing? What are the goals you are going to keep? There are no goals. Our real nature is not having any goals, my dear friends. No need to have any goals. That's a physical life. Whatever you are talking about is physical life. Doing something. For example, you are a shoemaker, you are a engineer, you are a professor, whatever it may be. Do that. Whatever the work you wanted, you do it. But once you are a realized master, let me tell you, if you become a realized master, that means whether through practice or with your own intrinsic nature, with your own past life karmas or past life journey, if you are able to understand yourself, your true nature, whatever the other work you are doing on this planet Earth, it doesn't matter. In one life, I am a shoemaker. In other life, I am a president of India. In other life, I am going to be a great speaker. In other life, I am going to be something called a so-called singer or a dancer, whatever it may be. How does it matter what you are going to do in the earth planet, my dear friends? It doesn't matter. What it matters is your own true nature is always celebration. That you must be doing all the time, irrespective of your position, physical position, what you are playing. Irrespective of the physical role you are playing on this earth planet, you must be always celebrating every minute, every second on this earth planet. That is the true life. That is the true meaning of life, my dear friends. Let's all do that. Let's not postpone any moment. If you want to really find a meaning of your own true life, this is the true life, my dear friends. No need to postpone, not even 1 second. Let me tell you, this is the truth. This is the ultimate reality. This is the ultimate truth, my dear friends. Okay. So right. So this is how you need to understand, friends. So now let's do the meditation now. Okay. Let's go for meditation today. having understood that we are purposelessness, we are all for purposelessness, and we are already that, and we are already whatever we are searching for, we are already that. Right. So who are newcomers, just follow my instructions. Otherwise, sit in meditation. All the masters go into the meditation posture. So newcomers, just you have to cross the fingers into fingers, and you have to fold the legs. You have to fold the legs, and then sit in the Sukhasana, Sthira Sukha Asana, my dear friends. Sthira Sukha Asana. It means your asana must be comfortable. It must be able to allow you to sit for more time. Friends, that's more important. Now close your eyes. Close your eyes. Gently close your eyes. Having crossed your legs, cross fingers into fingers. Sit straight, your back erected. Remove spectacles. Make completely dark around you. Drink, if required, a glass of water to start meditation. Before starting the meditation, then start observing your own natural breath, my dear friends. Natural, simple, generic, tranquil breath. Just keep observing. Start observing the breath at your nostril. Exactly at your nostril, keep observing your breath, my dear friends. If you get any thought, do not go with the thought. Cut the thought right away. Come back to the breath observation again. It's so simple meditation. Just observe in breathing, out breathing. Be an observer. Be a observer. Be a witness for your breath. That's all. This is called Anapanasati meditation. Ana means in breathing. Apana means out breathing. Sati means be with them. Be with the breath. If you get any thoughts, do not go with any thought. Do not analyze. Do not interfere. Just come back to the breath observation again. Bring your focus back to the breath. Natural breath, my dear friends. Place both your hands on your eyes for 5 more seconds, my dear friends. Keep on your eyes for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Slowly, by removing your hands, Slowly open your eyes. So yes, friends, please slowly come back to your body awareness and your surrounding awareness. Right. Yes, friends, we've done wonderful meditation today. After the spiritual wisdom, we have done the wonderful and energetic, highly vibrational meditation today, my dear friends, with Mahavatar Babaji mantra. So, friends, after this, we'll try to learn about the holistic lifestyle. Part of the holistic lifestyle is very, very important subject. We all will try to learn today, my dear friends. Friends, so welcome all of you to the holistic lifestyle. Part of holistic lifestyle. Today we will study about the millets. That's called Siridhanya. Siridhanya or millets. Okay, the small grains. Okay, friends, these are ancient grains which are golden grains. We call them as golden grains, which are very environmental friendly, which are very very healthy for the human being also, human being consumption, either even for the human being, for the environment, for both the purposes. It's very very highly useful and highly environmental friendly, my dear friend. These grains, especially Siridhanyas. Okay, so this should be our main course of food. Try to always remember this must be our main course of food. So, my dear friends, so why do we need to call this as a main course of food? Especially, it provides all the nutrients what all required. It will provide all the nutrients. So, like any other, so in fact, the other whatever the grains we generally use, white rice, white bodhi, and all these things, we already discussed so much so far in many classes. All the classes we discussed. So why white rice and white bodhi need to be avoided? What are the various drawbacks? So now, when we try to understand the millets, especially, it has got so many benefits, my dear friends. It must be your main course of food. So always to be taken as a main course of food. Along with that, your green vegetables and spinaches and whatever chutney, sambar, all the things you can make and as a side dishes along with the this main course of food. So if you do this, my dear friends, what are the various benefits you receive? The first and foremost benefit is so having highest amount of fiber in this all these grains, especially the millets or siridhanya. So if you take the view of that the white rice and bodhi, they have got very less amount of fiber, which is not going to be helpful for your digestion, better digestion, also better excretion. Your excretion will not be properly conducted. As well, your digestion also will be so faster, and then it will release the glucose, the glucose into your blood. Friends, it will release the glucose into your blood so faster. So that is going to be it's a lot of damaging, and it's going to increase the highest amount of glucose inside the blood. So that is where it will leads to the lot of other problems, because excessive glucose presence in the physical blood, so which is in turn will be converted into the triglycerides, glucose in packets, and also the cholesterol and the fats. So these are the four different things will get transformed. The highest amount of glucose which always exists in the blood will be converted into these things, so that the person will become obese, and also you will be attacked with a lot of other, you'll be getting a lot of other diseases like diabetes, and of course the BP, blood pressure, high blood pressure, and heart issues, and then a lot of other diseases. For all other diseases, this is only the main source, the main one of the factor, one of the reason. So the excess amount of glucose present in the physical blood, my dear friends. So for which what we are supposed to do is, so whatever the food we intake as a staple food or a main food, it must be giving the slow release of glucose into the blood. That is the main purpose of whatever the main food and a staple food what you are going to consume. So for that, so the Siridhanya or millets is the right choice. I can say is a very much right choice, because what are the amount of fiber that exists in the Siridhanya is about 8 to 12 grams. 12 grams of fiber out of 100 grams of Siridhanya or the millet food what we consume. So my dear friends, that is why it must be your primary food. So always remember, and taking medicine for illnesses is not advisable. Instead, consume these kind of foods, which is going to boost your immunity, my dear friends. It is going to boost your immunity, and your own immunity will fight against all the diseases, and then you'll be always living healthily. So especially try to understand. So the millets, so this millets food is going to be, so definitely more nutritious than the rice and the godi, because it has got all the elements, whatever you say, calcium, magnesium, B12, and whatever you call, whatever the number of so-called we say minerals, all the minerals are available, all the vitamins are available very much, and that is why it is highly nutritious food, my dear friends, which is millets. So let's accept this, let's implement as our staple food or main primary food. What are the various? So now we understood what is the reason why we have to consume the millet. Especially, so once again, in order to recap, so the millets, the purpose of eating and purpose of making the millets as a main staple food or a primary food is to make sure that the release of the glucose after the digestion into the blood must be slow and steady. Then only, that means if you eat in the morning at 9 o'clock till 6 o'clock, you won't get again hunger or appetite, right? You won't get hunger. The reason is the digestion process of millets food will be slower. And so that what will happen is the slow and steady release of the glucose into the blood is going to ensure the consumption of this glucose will be also taken place simultaneously. So when the simultaneous consumption of this glucose happens, the excessiveness of the glucose in the blood will not be there. So when it is not there, then you won't get any other diseases, my dear friends. So that is why keep remembering this particular cause. So we have to convert this millet as a staple food or a main food in our daily life, friends. So now the millets. So what are the various different type of millets? The friends, if you talk about the millets or siridhanya, there are 5 positive millets, positive grains, we can call it as. So what are these five millets? So what are these 5 millets? The first one is little or African millet. Second is foxtail or Italian millet, Kodo millet. Third one. Fourth is the barnyard millet, German, Japanese, Russian millet is also called. And fifth one is brown top or American millet. Friend, these are the major millets, in the category of millets, these are the 5 major millets. These are called positive grains, positive millets. So which are the neutral millets? We call them as the neutral millets. But what are those neutral millets? These are called other millets, which are finger millet, ragi. So the finger millet, ragi, javagodi, and pearl millet. That's called bajra or sache. So they're also called neutral millets. What are the negative grains? Negative grains are the white rice and white godi. They are called negative grains, my dear friends. Now, so consuming these millets one after other, let's see. So little millet or African millet. See the name itself, African, Italian, German, Japanese. You can understand all these millets which are gone from the India to all these other countries. These countries also started using, my dear friends. So when these countries also started using, how do we forget? It's a source of sources from India. Origin of these millets are from India, but we forgot and they started using. That is why the names also, you can imagine the names itself is kept like this. It is not that so-called the artificially or we kept as the kind of for a sake of the more beauty or whatever. No, it is not that. So these countries are also using these millets. That is why these are named after the country name. So hence we need to remember so many countries are using. So in that case, in the India has originated all these millets. So we forgot to use. And we went into using up more white rice and more the godi or more the wheat in these 40, 50 years. That is why the health of a common person is damaged, is completely damaged, so much damaged now. In the society, the health of all the people, so many people, over whatever the profession they are into. So they are eating unhealthy food. And because what happened after the Green Revolution, came, so in order to provide the food for everybody, so what they have done, they encourage the so-called chemical farming. So because of chemical farming, heavy amount of chemicals are being used in order to grow this so-called white rice and white godi, whatever you can say, like wheat. So these two things are grown with a lot of chemicals, not small amount of chemicals. It may be fertilizers, it may be another thing is so-called pesticides or fungicides. When they are doing this, what happened? So all that will be the part of your food when you are taking, then it goes into your own stomach, my dear friends. It's going to cause a lot of the side effects. Okay, and your immunity of your body, physical body, it is going to be reduced. So that is where you get a lot of lot of other diseases comes inside because of lower immunity, friends. So that is why be careful. So now, so these millets can be used 2 days, 1 millet, another 2 days, 1 millet, another 2 days, 1 millet, like that. In 10 days time, you just plan yourself. 1 millet for 2 days, other millets for 2 days, like that. So repeat after 10 days again, repeat. Okay, in any order you want, you repeat it. But definitely it is going to be your main staple food. So that is the highest thing. One of the major decisions you have to take after the session. You must take the decision in order to implement this in your day-to-day life, my dear friends. So they maybe the cost of these millets are little high, but one thing you remember, if you are getting a disease and going to the doctor and spending huge amount of thousands and lakhs rupees just by getting some or other disease, and that disease will turn into other diseases, and it becomes a chronic disease, or it becomes a acute and the dreadful disease. All this everybody is getting day-to-day times. I mean these days now. So that is why to avoid, and in order to you need not to get into that stage of the disease and all this thing. Just as a prevention is better than cure. So go with the right food. When you use the right food, when your food is correct, you don't need any medicine, my dear friends. So that means when the food is not right, medicine also of no use. When the food is correct, you don't need medicine. Medicine is of no use for you. And when the food is not correct, even the medicine will not work. So that is the thing. So that's why remember this thing and make it as a staple food. Now, what are the other neutral millets? So when we say neutral millets, friends, this is called finger millet or ragi mudde or javagodi or pearl millet, that is bajra. All this they have, especially first 5 millets of these, so-called positive millets. These are called golden grains also. Okay, call it as golden grains, but these will have highest amount of fiber component. What is the amount of fiber component? 8 to 12 grams of fiber component out of 100 grams of grain. Now the other millets, what is called neutral millets, which are having the fiber component is somewhere between the 3 to 5 or 3.5 grams out of 100 grams. So now, so these also you can use, right? Because they also got little less amount of fiber, but they're also very much helpful, my dear friends. Along with these 5 millets, you can join these millets also. Like you can make a roti out of bajra. You can make a mudda out of mudde out of the ragi. Javagodi, you can make a very good chapati. Javagodi available comes from the Karnataka region. All these go. It's also wheat. Javagodi means it's a wheat only, but it's one particular, a particular series of wheat in that. So what will happen? One kind of a variety of the so-called wheat, but it is growing with the no chemicals and not much water, friends. So that's the most important thing you have to remember. So this also you can use, right? So likewise you can plan to use in 10 days. You can keep on dividing all these things. Now, so other thing is these millets will grow with the 300 liters per kg. 1 kg millet you want to produce, 300 liters is more than sufficient. If at all you want to produce 1 kg of rice, white rice, right? You must be using 8,000 liters. If you want to produce 1 kg of your wheat, you have to use 13,000 liters, my dear friends. And if you want to produce, so 1 kg of sugar, you have to use about 28,000 liters, my dear friends. And if you want to produce 1 kg of so-called non-vegetarian, you need to use 50,000 liters. Imagine what is the kind of, the natural resources exploitation which we are doing day in, day out. That is going to give us a bad results at the end of the, so-called in a near future, maybe 10 years, 5 years, whatever it may be, 5, 10 years or 15 years, which is going to be totally the nature itself we are exploiting like anything. Then then it's going to give the bad results towards us, and then we have to suffer. The humanity has to suffer, my dear friends. So instead of that is why, to avoid all those things, go to only these millets as a main staple food or a primary food for you. Now, some more details if you want to understand about Siridhanya or millets. Millet food grains cultivation will protect our environment, as I told you. So there are two types of fiber in every millet, my dear friends. One is soluble fiber, another is insoluble fiber. What is the advantage of soluble fiber? That means fiber is very much existing in every millet. It's about 8 to 10 grams out of the 100 grams grain of a particular millet. Now, they have got two types of fibers, fiber component within any millet. So that is soluble fiber and insoluble fiber. What is the soluble fiber does, that we have to understand. So that means a soluble fiber and the insoluble fiber, especially this fiber which is soluble in the blood, which will clean all the organs and flushes out all the impurities on a daily basis. It is going to purify the blood and all the impurities will be expelled out with the help of the soluble fiber exists in the millet. The insoluble fiber, what it does, it also exists and it will cleanse all the excretion process, such as especially the large intestine, anus, and colon. Colon will be cleansed, and large intestine also will be cleaned very much with the help of this insoluble fiber which exists in the millet. Friends, this is the amount of percentage, as I told you, 8 to 12 grams of, out of the 100 grams. That you can remember. So especially now, let us see these millets, what are the various diseases or various cleansing process does by each one of the millet. Let's understand. Foxtail millet. The foxtail millet will clean the nervous system and lungs. Foxtail millets got the characteristics in order to cleanse the nervous system and lungs. And little millet especially cleans the reproductive organs. And kodo millet repairs the bone marrow, whereas the blood cells are produced. Blood cells are getting produced. So that is the help which can be done by kodo millets. Friends, barnyard millet, what it does? It is going to clean especially the delicate organs like kidneys, clean the liver, urinary bladder, endocrine glands, and gallbladder. So these are the various cleansing activities of the barnyard millet. It's a wonderful activity, wonderful cleaning of so many sophisticated and very the sensitive organs. And brown top millet especially has the power to cure all the disorders related to respiratory system and bones. So these are the various diseases and various help done by each one of the millets. So let's remember these things and follow that. Friends, so this is how the millets are completely going to be much helpful for you in your day-to-day life. So friends, other thing is, for example, you take the so-called ragi. Ragi means so that the ragi, if you take, what will happen? So the ragi itself, with that, generally in South India we make ragi malt. So what is meant ragi malt? It means ragi powder you take, okay, and then go on mix in the water. And after that, you start boiling the water and go on mix some ragi powder. Go on mix it, continuously mix. Otherwise, it becomes a balls. It becomes a balls, the hard solid balls. So instead of that, go on mix it, keeping some. So go on pouring the powder, go on mixing it. Then what will happen? It becomes a ragi malt. And in that, finally, you can add some tart bella, that is palm jaggery, and drink it. So that is called ragi malt. So this ragi malt, especially, friends, has got so much power that if anybody is suffering from the gastric and acidity problems, just drink 2 glasses in the morning and afternoon 2 glasses, evening 2 glasses, then your complete gastric and acidity will be removed completely. You don't need to suffer at all. In your lifetime, it will not come back. So that is the power of this ragi malt. Let me tell you. Okay, so like this, many of the diseases will be cured with the help of these millets food. So any of the millets food, whatever you take, not only millets food, any food you take, it must be sustainable. It must be sustainable. It must be helping you and all other live beings and as well as the environment. Not that you only have to eat and all other things to be gone bad. So that is not allowed in the environment and nature. Nature will never allow that, my dear friends. So remembering all this, so let's all start using this millets as a siridhanya as a main staple food, my dear friends. Now, so welcome to you the home remedies, friends. Home remedy part of home remedies. Today, I would like to teach you about I would like to teach and understand about the mudra for kidney issues. Kidney issues. What are the kidney problems anybody is going to suffer, anybody is suffering already. So what they can do is practice this mudra on daily basis. Definitely will get the relief and you'll come out of the kidney problems, even including dialysis and whatever they are doing it. Let that go, let the process go. But if you use this this mudra, if you are trying to practice, definitely will come out of that disease faster. So friends, for that, there is a kidney mudra. Kidney mudra, you have to practice for 30 minutes, definitely, and followed by prana mudra for 10 minutes. So how to do this kidney mudra? So just see the kidney mudra, these are the two hands, you have to wash and no more nails, my dear friends. Now, what you have to do is just observe here, your two fingers, this little finger and the ring finger, slowly you bend and keep near the base of the thumb. Base of the thumb, you have to touch like this. After you touching this base of the thumb, then the thumb has to be placed on the top of this ring finger, especially like this. And other two fingers must be straight. Okay. So this is so-called kidney mudra. The kidney mudra, my dear friends. Just observe it and then start using it. So all this will be gentle touch only. But by doing this mudra, so this is going to be your kidney problems will be coming out of it. Okay, so followed by the other mudra, prana mudra also, we practice it. Okay, right. So now, friends, so we understood the mudra for kidney problems, we understood. Now the home remedies for kidney uses. What are the home remedies? We are going to, let's learn about home remedies. Why the kidney issues are caused? That is improper urination, not drinking much water, not eating on time, lack of sleep, artificial soft drink we are going to drink, and tight nylon jeans especially we are going to wear. That's also going to be causing this. So especially friends, wearing this kind of clothes especially, and excessive alcohol and drug usage. So these are some of the reasons why kidney issues will come for many of the people who are suffering. Now, what is the natural lifestyle one has to follow when these diseases occur to you? So number one is, it's not good to urinate while standing. While standing, so even the men also, while standing, we should not urinate. So that is more important. The sesame oil massage should be done 2 times a week. Who is suffering with this disease? Consuming 1 glass of hot water in the morning at night. Morning and night, 1 glass of hot water you can consume. It's good even for weight loss. Bathing with a very amount of hot water is not good. And chewing the food is essential. That means any food you take, friends, we are given with God has given us 32 teeth inside our mouth. So you are supposed to chew any food you take inside the mouth 32 times. That is the scientific basis, my dear friends. That's the scientific reason is there. If you 32 times you have to chew any food and then swallow it. That is exactly the way of eating the food. Friends, now other remedies. What are the remedies we can make when you are already suffering with the disease? Any kidney disease. Consuming banana pulp or raw banana salad twice a week prevents stones and dissolve the stones also inside your kidney itself. Or wherever near the kidney, what are the vessels, the pipes which are going through, all the blood vessels, whatever. So, and everywhere, all the urine bladder, sometimes the stones will come in the urinary bladder also. That is all there also you can, when you consume this kind of thing, then it will melt. Consume 1 cup of water 2 times a day. 1 cup of water 2 times a day. In that, we have to add 2 spoons of Go-Ark. Go-Ark is the one of the, with the Gomutra they make it. So before the meals, you try to consume this, it will dissolve the crystals. Any crystals which are formed inside your kidney, that will be dissolved. So that means 2 times a day, 2 spoons of Go-Ark mixed with 1 cup of water. That's all. Drink with 1 pinch of sandalwood in 1 cup of water. Just pinch of one, sandalwood powder in the 1 cup of water, just to prevent the bad smell which comes from the urine. So this is what you can follow, my dear friends. So if there is a urinary obstruction, urine is not happening properly, if there is urine obstruction, definitely add 1 cup of water, 1 spoon of, especially 1 spoon of honey, 2 cardamom seeds and drink. So this is what going to help you if at all any urine is blocked and urine is not coming properly. Friends. And also consuming a decoction of poppy seeds, that is kasa paisa. Burning, any burning is there in urine, so that is going to go. If there is any burning in your urine, when you are urinating, any burning is there, then this kasa paisa is there, or you can make it like that. Poppy seeds, it's called poppy seeds. And consuming cumin decoction at bedtime for excessive urination. Anybody is urinating excessively, this cumin decoction. So that is very essential and very helpful, my dear friends, at the bedtime. Sugar cane should be chewed daily to dissolve kidney stones. Sugar cane, direct sugar cane, you have to chew with the with the mouth. You can just go on chew it while eating. Chew it very well. You chew it, then kidney stones will be dissolved. Daily morning, Sunti Kashaya, so that means dry ginger Kashaya, peppermint Kashaya, or cinnamon Kashaya is very good for urinary diseases. At least 1 cup of Kashaya. Any one of this. 1 cup of Kashaya daily. Daily in the morning is very, very helpful, my dear friends. Now, friends, so let's learn about the pyramid. Pyramid, every day we are learning. So as we know, the pyramid is a sacred geometry which has descended to the earth planet from the higher worlds, especially the higher worlds being. So they have come down and they have constructed this pyramid. Otherwise, it is quite impossible to construct this kind of mega pyramid, especially Giza pyramid. So one of the wonders of the 7 wonders of this world. So there is Giza pyramid, which is constructed magnanimously, and especially each stone of this pyramid is about 2 tons. 1 stone of pyramid, which is used for construction of pyramid, all the pyramid side walls is about 2 tons each pyramid, each stone size, my dear friend, stone weight is. So that's very difficult to lift to the height of 480 feet. What is the height of the Giza pyramid? 480 feet. What is the base of the Giza pyramid? 760 feet. It is constructed in 13 acres, my dear friends. 13 acres. Okay. So that is where you can imagine such kind of technology. Definitely it's not existing those days. Then who has constructed these things? This kind of a very big and the amazing pyramid of Egypt, which is constructed by Pleiadians. Pleiadians are from the higher worlds, from the different frequency worlds. You can call them as aliens or whatever. So they came from the different planets, different star system, and then they constructed this. With the instruction of Almighty only, they have constructed this on the Earth planet, especially on the equator line. They have constructed. Already when the pyramid is constructed on the equator line, especially at the center of the Earth, the pyramid will divide the Earth into 2 parts, my dear friends, left and right. So 2 parts it will divide. So it means, so especially at that point, the pyramid is constructed. So the pyramid sucks so much cosmic energy from the universe, and this will be given to the Mother Earth, because it's at the center. It can give the cosmic energy both sides. As it is giving keep on supplying the cosmic energy for both the parts of the Earth. That is why Earth is stable and the Earth is living with a good health. Otherwise, so the man has devastated the health of the Earth already in the form of mining, and so many other things, so many bad things, so many natural exploitation things, especially the man is committing. So with which the Earth has lost its own energy, my dear friends. It has to be re-energized. So for which only the pyramids will be a great help. The part of PSSM initiative, we have done at least the lakhs of pyramids with the help of Guruji. Guruji, especially his own invention, this pyramid has come into in 1990s itself. From there till now, lakhs of pyramids have been constructed by PSSM and their masters who have gone through the meditation. So now everybody is benefiting out of this pyramids, my dear masters. So that's why we all need to one or other way we must be using this pyramid in our houses wherever possible, offices, houses, outside, inside, everywhere. These pyramids can be much help for you. Friends, now let's understand 2 of the benefits of the pyramid. Self-realization is much easier. That means, as I told you already, you get 3 times more powerful energy, cosmic energy here. Whenever whoever sit in the pyramid or lie down in the pyramid and practice meditation after so maybe you can do Antarmukha pranayama or any other pranayama and then start your meditation. So it will be much wonderful. After doing a small pranayama exercise, you start your meditation. So then what will happen is your meditation under the pyramid will be 3 times faster and it will be more deeper meditation you will get into. That is the highest benefit of, so one of the highest benefit of the pyramid. Friends, at the same time, all the diseases will be cured 3 times faster. Why? How it happens? Because we receive a lot of cosmic energy and a lot of cosmic energy is received and reserved inside the pyramid. If you sit inside the pyramid and meditate, what will happen is, so this cosmic energy, highest cosmic energy, which is already present in the pyramid, which will enter into your energy body through the Brahmarandra, so that what will happen is your body will be energized. That means all the cells' health, every cell will receive this highest amount of cosmic energy. They all will be rejuvenated. Whoever is suffering the diseases because there are some cells death happen inside them. Because of the cell death especially, the disease starts inside every physical body. So now, when the cells are rejuvenated with the help of cosmic energy, and again your health will be restored, and you become healthy automatically. All the disease will be cured. In this way, every disease will come out of it when you use pyramid energy in more and more, more and more times, and all the times whenever possible, friends. So please remember this. Okay. Now, so friends, let's read some of the points for mental health. These are called home remedies for mental health. So please, let's read them and understand and remember. The greatest knowledge is what is the greatest knowledge in this world? That is knowing oneself. Knowing oneself is the greatest knowledge on this earth planet. That's what we are keep on doing every day by satsang, sajjana sangatya, swadhyaya, and meditation practice. What we do, all that part and parcel of this particular statement. What is referring to knowing oneself, knowing thyself, knowing yourself is the ultimate knowledge which will be going through on this earth planet. Weapon that protects a person throughout the life is knowledge. Which is a weapon that can protect a particular person throughout his life is knowledge. If you have got a knowledge, you can do everything, whatever possible on this physical planet. You can try to do many things if you have a knowledge. If you don't have a knowledge, that is a weapon which everybody needs, my dear friends. Please remember this. Inculcate more knowledge, improve more knowledge. Something greater than the God on this earth planet is Sadguru. If you have a Sadguru, so who is going to teach you, who is going to guide you, who is going to mentor you, so that is more than a God, my dear friends. God also will not give anything. God also not going to bless you. So only the person who will bless yourself is your own self will bless you, and your own self will provide you everything. And at the same time, your own breath is Guru. You have no other Guru outside. Your breath itself is Guru, my dear friends. So again, in order to make our spiritual path and our spiritual journey so more deeper and faster, then we need one Sadguru. The Sadguru is more than the God, I can say. The greatest trait is patience. Patience is the greatest quality of a person. The patience is going to make you to wait, and that patience is going to answer all the questions in the course of time. You don't need to seek for the answers from outside, my dear friends. If you are living in the nature, if you are doing meditation in a regular passion, definitely the patient, especially the patience will be improved. Patience will be more and more patience will be with you. That's how what happened. That patience is going to benefit a lot in the course of time. So all the unanswered questions in your life, if you are if you are patient enough, all the unanswered questions will be answered to you. Along with the practice of meditation, if you have patience quality with you, definitely you will get all the answers to all your questions and everything will be resolved in your life, my dear friends. You will get the self-realization. Friends, so this all we need to understand. We understood today and we learned. So all these things today, my dear friends. So please subscribe our Mahavatar TV and make others to subscribe. Please share with others. And thank you very much. And dhanyavad to all of you from Mahavatar Foundation. If you have any questions and answers, let's have some time. Yes, friends. Any questions you can ask.
Hi, sir. So,
Yes.
can't we resolve our bad karmas in this birth only? Again, we need to take rebirth for that, sir.
So you can try, but it needs more practice. Like what we said, 3 hours meditation, 2 hours swadhyaya, 1 hour sajjana sangatya, and using pyramid energy also. Pyramid energy, that means you get more cosmic energy, it will burn faster.
Okay, sir.
See,
Okay.
in order to burn the karmas, we need fire. One fire is cosmic energy, other fire is your gnana. Okay, your wisdom and your Shakti. Shakti should be there and wisdom should be there. If these two are there, it will burn the karmas.
Okay, sir. Okay.
So that all depends upon you, especially how much time you give yourself.
So, only thing is we need to do long hours meditation, sir.
Yeah, long hours meditation and knowing the wisdom from this kind of sessions, from the different masters. So
Okay.
know the wisdom more and more.
Okay. And when it comes to the food, sir, doctors will keep on telling that in whichever the province we were born and whatever it is growing there, we need to eat that only. They'll tell that because our body will be habituated to that thing. If we are
Correct.
North Indians, we have to eat rice and roti. North Indians means they'll be eating chapati because their body will be addicted to that. If we go in the reverse order, your body won't support you. They'll keep on telling. Then what about this millets? Then
Right. I will explain you. So what you are supposed to do is in that case, in your local region, what is available is Godi. For example, in Punjab or in Uttarakhand or Uttaranchal, whatever it may be. So if more Godi is available, but what is that which is how it is grown? Loading lot of chemicals into it. Like the farmers use heavy amount of chemicals, chemical fertilizers and chemical pesticides and fungicides. When they use all these three things, what will happen is that directly go into the grains. Whatever you eat, those grains you eat, right? So obviously, that all the residues of these chemicals will come into you. Then how do we avoid it? This to avoid it, what happened? Either you have to at least you have to go for a Java Godi. Java Godi is okay, somewhat okay, and definitely because it is not going to consume more water also, and as well, so it is going to even grow in the dry environment like Gulbarga and all this North Karnataka, and as well, so it is also going to give you the more fiber component in that. There's not much, the not pure carbohydrates, but there is more fiber component in that. So other thing is less amount of chemicals, no chemicals. First of all, no chemicals. So that is why we have to replace with the Java Godi. Not
this
that
glutathione content will be less in Java Godi, sir.
which one?
Glutathione.
Glucose, gluten.
Yeah, that content will be less in
Yeah,
Java.
gluten is also less.
Okay.
Gluten also less. The gluten in the normal Godi is higher. Okay. So that is why. So that's how you can just change it to the Java Godi. If at all you are just you are habituated to it. But I say that's why not completely every day you should not eat millets only. Just keep changing 2 days once, 3 days once like that. So then what will happen is this also will be cleansing your physical body, cleansing your different organs with a different millet. It happens.
Okay.
And in fact, if you see like that, our genes and our genes of us, which came from our parents, which that genes will be remembering all the past food style, lifestyle of all our parents and one ancestors also. So that will have that information that is already stored inside that permanently. So then what will happen is definitely all our ancestors were using these millets, whichever the region you are belong to, in India especially. In fact, you just imagine these millets are named after the country, It means that these millets are not gone, not even not in the not just in 10 years or last 10 or 5 years. We used to hear more about these millets nowadays. Otherwise, in the so many years back, maybe 50, 70 years back, only these millets were there. In those times only, it has gone to America. It became American millet. It gone to Russia. the same so-called, you can say that particular breed or whatever, it went to the different country that is named after that country. Russian it has gone, Italy it has gone, it has become Italian millet. So you can imagine these grains were very much existing quite long number of years back in our motherland.
Okay.
We have been using it. So it is not going to cause any problem. As far as I know, many people are using also, but do not eat continuously the same thing. Just keep changing. In fact, any 2 millets you select in 10 days time, 2 millets, and then ragi is there, bajra is there, javagodhi is there, right? And if you want rice item, use any unpolished rice.
Okay.
Unpolished rice having such good amount of fiber. At least for the time being, good amount of fiber should be there. Unpolished rice. It can be a brown rice, Navara rice. Some kind of rice is available. That is also grown without chemicals. Okay. So this much care if you take, I think it's more than enough. What?
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Video stuck. Video stuck.
Oh. Yeah, I think.
So when it comes to manifestations, whatever we wish, everyone will tell that we need to raise our frequency to the wish, whatever we are asking. Means raising our vibration means always we need to think positive and always we should be happy, or what it is like that. So
there are a lot of, what happens is, even in spirituality also, spirituality has grown into many varieties again. Okay, many varieties. So in these many varieties, many people, some of us, even many of us, will also get into confusions also. So why, somebody says keep some intention, somebody says no intention required, somebody says, visualize something, then it will get manifest. So many ways. It's all many ways. But one thing is, see, for example, for a child, how do you teach for a child? A, B, C, D, like he just, he's growing, isn't it? For a child, so in fact, he just born, and then he's now maybe 3-4 years he's learning ABCD, and so all these small letters like that he start learning, isn't it?
yes.
So similarly, we are also people who just enter into a spirituality. If you start teaching that you are a pure consciousness, you don't need to do anything. Just purify yourself. Your inner is purified, and the nature. So you become one with the nature. Your oneness, that is more important. That itself is sufficient. Once you become one with the nature, the oneness you achieve, you don't need to ask for anything, because we are all the son of the God. We are son of, we are all the children of the Father, the great, the Supreme Father. And He is going to take care of everything for us. Why should we ask, first of all? Why we need to ask? He knows everything because He has given the birth. So when He's serving the ant, a small creature in your house, so many creatures will be roaming in your house. Did you ever feed any food for that creatures?
No.
Have you ever wondered how they are getting the food? Isn't it? So it means you understand the whole creation is done by Him. He knows how to take care. Similarly, if you really surrender yourself, if you have that complete uttermost belief on yourself, on your Supreme Father, you don't need to ask for anything. Right things will come right time in your life.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Just be aware of yourself. That's all. That's what I say for the so-called the matured spiritual people, matured practitioners. I say this. For small other people, as I told you, people who are learning the ABCD of spirituality, then I say, okay, so in order to come out of negativity, assume that, so I have so-and-so disease, I am healing myself, I love myself, I love my body, I love all my cells. So I'm healing my entire disease. I'm coming out of it. So I visualize. And also, so I already got job. I am working somewhere, so as if I'm living completely into that. So I teach all this in order to make their life easier. That's all. But that is not the spirituality. Understand?
Yeah,
That is
yes.
not the spirituality. That is not the goal of spirituality. I
Okay.
don't say it's a goal of spirituality. It is a lower form of spirituality.
Okay, sir.
Wherein just
It's
beginners need to be motivated. Beginners
Okay.
need to be kept in the motion.
Okay, sir.
They will demote. And then they'll
Hmm.
forget, and it's not for us. Let's forget it and then go into the other life.
Okay, sir.
Just in order to avoid, we will give some chocolates.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So
Okay,
that,
sir.
so you'll be eating that and then you feel happy. Okay. So I got job. Yes, you'll get it. See, ultimately, even in this so-called sankalpa, so-called, any kind of a visualization, all these techniques, it works because of you, not because of sankalpa. It works because of your own, the utmost faith. With the sankalpa, what we do, is we try to increase our belief system.
Okay, sir.
We try to strengthen our belief system. The moment you strengthen your belief system, so that is going to attract. Okay, basically, it's going to attract certain kind of situations into your life. You
Okay.
just that becomes a manifestation. Basically, it becomes a manifestation, but it happens because of you, not because of something else, not because of the God, not because of somebody else.
Okay.
God has to be replaced. God has to be replaced with your own past life experiences, past life karmas, and your present life beliefs. You have to just replace the God and write these words: past life karmas, present life experiences, present life beliefs. What belief system you have kept here?
Okay.
Just replace the God word with these things.
Hmm.
Write in your diary always.
Okay. In order to increase the belief system, also we need to do the meditation, right, sir?
Definitely. You have to reprogram your belief system.
Okay.
Many of the belief system is negative.
Yeah.
They have fear about everything. First of all, fear about death itself. That is the utmost fear. There's a ultimate fear of a person in his everybody's life. Ultimate fear is fear of death. So once you have fear of death, what happens? All other fears will be followed up. First, you have to come out of the fear of death with the practice of meditation, with the
Okay.
so-called realization. Once you come out of the fear of the death, you will come out of all other the fear of anything, fear of water, fear of new things to do, fear of speaking, fear of communication, fear of the stage communication, whatever it may be, fear of anything. You'll be able to come out of that once you come out of the fear of the death.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sir,
Yeah.
this fear include this religion fear also, no? Because some people do rituals by fearing. Daily we have to travel the temple, like Catholic. They fear and take it as a fear only. We have to attend the mass. We have to do this, and Muslim also, like, by fear they do namaz. It's their faith also, but it is also kind of fear only, no?
Fear of God.
So
Fear of God. Fear of God.
this fear should not be with God, no? We
No,
like,
that's a fear of God. If you don't pray, then He won't give you. You won't give you. You won't forgive you. You don't release any funds. You don't satisfy your desires. So that is the kind of fear they have. If I pray properly, I get everything.
so that is right or that is wrong?
It's also wrong. That is also wrong. You have to come out of that also, ultimately.
Okay.
You should
And
come out of
how?
everything.
Yeah. If
Yeah.
like someone is like that belief, so how we can make them understand the thing?
See,
Because
it's very simple. It's very simple. Many of the people, they pray, everything is okay, right? So ultimately, I told right now, by prayer also, with your prayer, you are going to strengthen your beliefs, nothing else. Okay, you believe that it's going to happen. Okay, who have to believe that? Who have to keep that belief strong way in yourself. So you have to keep it strong means then you reciting yourself, recitation. That's called telling yourself many times. Anything you tell more and more times, what happen? It gets into subconscious mind. If you repeat more and more times, whatever you repeat, suppose if you keep on becoming a sad, keep on thinking negatively, what happen? This gets into your so-called subconscious mind. That becomes a character for you. So that character will be prevalent within you. You can observe some of the people, so some angry people, some of the people, so negative people, right? They only keep talking negative things. So in that aspect, what happened? Their character has become so because of their own practice of, their own daily practice, routine practice of life. They have practiced like that. So, so what will happen? They also get realized. They also get the realization in the course of time, maybe in this life or next life. And at the same time, we never ever need to feel bad or feel unhappy. All the times we have to be playful. Our life must be playful celebration. The reason being, at whatever the stage, in whichever the soul it is going through the lifetimes, every soul will be at a different stage of evolution, basically. So it is not bad, it's not good. It is natural. It is natural. It is as good as, so that is the state of soul evolution which they are going through. It is quite natural. Let them lead that life. If you want, you can help. If they are very negative character and very bad people because of their own soul level evolution, be away from them.
Okay.
You are a higher soul. You don't be unnecessarily impacted by them. Be away from them. Not even teach them because they won't listen to you. Don't waste your time.
And if someone is like in family only, like it's happened, they are very close people, and
Yes, possible.
they are negative.
Possible.
How
So
oh,
yeah, there
what
also
to do
there
so
also you
that
don't need there also you don't need to teach them. You have to accept everything.
so sometimes actually that affects our journey also,
It will,
because
it will, it will happen. It will
oh,
happen.
yeah,
Still you have to accept. That is
how
the reality. That is the reality. Only because you are a meditator, you are a master, you won't react for anything. You won't react. You accept it. Okay, when you accept it, what happen? One time he may do something for you, and second time, if you are keep accepting, but of course, not to the extent of damaging somebody or killing somebody, not that kind of things. I don't say entertain those things or tolerate those things. Go out of that. Or it may be, go out of that person, go away from that person who is doing that. Because so how can you transform somebody who is at lower evolution, lower soul evolution? You can't teach them, you can't tell anything. They never understood, they never understand these things. Because they take a lot of lives, not this life, they take so many lives. But only thing they came to you because you have some karma balance with them, karma debt with them. They are living in your family. It may be your child, it may be your husband, wife, or the father, mother, whoever it may be. They are with you because it's a karmic bonding. Their karmic bondage, karmic debt is still there with them. You have to pay that. You have to pay that price. You have to pay back, and then they will live in this world. In this life, they leave you, and next life they won't come with you. But you have to
okay,
be conscious. You have to be with a lot of awareness. You have to be so conscious
yeah,
in this life,
yeah.
along with that kind of lower soul evolution, lower souls. So when you are living with them, living together, you have to be so conscious, you have to be so aware. Otherwise, you get into the, you downgrade your soul again. Otherwise, you downgrade your soul. Instead of upgrading, you are going to downgrade. That is going to be a really, so damaging for your evolution.
Yeah, that is true. Because daily we experience, because everywhere like this kind of like we have to face them.
Yeah.
We have to be in awareness. So this Babaji Mudra you thought not to tell. So how to practice then, and what is the use or what is the
No. There is no need to practice anything. There is no need to practice. Just simple. I given the just a 5 finger concept. 5 finger concept. I try to explain you. So what is it? So I try to explain this. This is an individual soul. This is the intellect. This is a mind. This is a physical body. This is the supreme power. The supreme intelligence, or you can say Paramatma. Paramatma. So that is why in these 5 fingers, and the entire spiritual science is there. The entire spiritual science is very much within the 5 finger. So when we try to know the physical body doesn't have the great amount of intelligence. Intelligence is there, but that intelligence is also activated with the help of soul. Otherwise, it is of no use. It just wants only five elements. So-called nature 5 elements are there, Panchabhutas. So this physical body is nothing but that. It doesn't have anything. It's just a kind of a skeleton. Skeleton with only blood, bones, and flesh. That's all. That's all what it is. Even the organs are there, kidney, liver, everything is there. Your soul is there. Your soul is there. It doesn't work. Like bulb is there, no electricity. Okay. Here, my heart is very good. My liver, lungs, everything is so so healthy. But I have just taken out this so-called prana energy, or prana means nothing but a soul. Soul is withdrawn. That's all gone. Though you are a 5-year-old, or you are 10-year-old, very young person, what to do with that? What do you do? How healthy that heart is? What do you do with that heart? You can't do anything. You have to throw away. Throw into the so-called the graveyard. That's useless. That's useless. Okay. So now, so what happens is, especially this body is controlled by mind. See this finger. This finger is little higher than the body. It means this is going to control the mind. Whatever mind says, the physical body will listen. Again, the mind, whatever the mind will be listen to the intellect. Whatever intellect says, no, this is right, this is correct way, do this way. If this will teach. So intellect is bigger than this finger. Okay, that's why the intellect says the mind will listen, body will listen. Now, all these 3 will be under the control of soul. Without soul, these 3 things of no use. Understand? So, whenever you achieve this, soul consciousness, whenever you realize this, so once you realize this, that means I am not this body, not this mind, and not this intellect. I am beyond that. I am this pure consciousness. I am the Atma conscious, Atmic Padarth, Atma Padarth. When I understood that is the truth, real truth. When I realize this, then what will happen? The next step is, see here, between these two, how much gap is there? All these 4 fingers are one side. This is the very part. This is called Paramatma. So in order to reach here, again, you have to do a lot of meditation. Not easy. In order to understand that I am a soul consciousness, in order to understand that all surrounding, everywhere there is a soul consciousness. In order to understand that, you need much more practice here again. That is why so much gap is there. This is called Aham Brahmasmi. This is called Mamatma Sarva Bhutatma. Understand? So this is called Hom Brahmasmi. This is called Mamatma Sarva Bhutatma. Sarvam Kalidam Brahma. So to come to that stage, that means we get into the state called Samadhi Sthiti. This is a Samadhi Sthiti. It's also called we become an infinite soul. Or we become the complete enlightened soul, fully enlightened soul, totally enlightened soul. Okay, so this is also enlightenment. This is one stage of enlightenment. This is a partial enlightenment, the lower enlightenment. This is the total enlightenment. So whenever you reach to this stage, it means whenever you become one with the existence, you become one with the cosmic body, that means your cosmic soul, whatever you say. So once you merge into that, then what will happen? So you don't have the individual identity. You become one with the nature. You yourself is existence. You yourself is existence. You yourself is creator. When come to this level, how much life it takes? It takes 400 lives to come to this. Hereafter, what happened? Hereafter, you want to come to Earth planet. I mean, with this, what happened? You have finished your lessons now. You finished your lessons and you became an enlightened, complete enlightened being. Now, after this, whether you need to come back to Earth planet or not, or any other planet, if you want to go back, only you go back to do more and more seva, service. What service is? Again, just making others to get enlightened. So that is the only service you come back. That also, if you choose to. If you don't choose to, you don't need to come back. You will be just part of existence. That's all how it starts with emptiness and then it ends into the emptiness. The individual soul, which comes from Paripurnatma, right? We are that particular stage of just born soul is also empty, but it doesn't have intelligence. It doesn't have wisdom. It has not attained the wisdom. So a child is also innocent person. A yogi is also innocent person. What is the difference? I taught in the previous class. Can you tell me that point? Sangeeta, tell me. I taught you in the previous class, a child is also innocent. A yogi is also innocent. What is the difference between these two people? Now it is a test. What is that test for you?
The child may be at his soul may be at any stage. So he might be baby soul, infinite, or young soul, or it is possible. But yogi is like he's enlightened and he realized everything. So
okay. So can you put it in more concise and precise manner? Because you've gone through this lesson. I mean, you've gone through this kind of session in the previous times. Many times I have spoken, not one time. Anybody else? Bala madam? The exact statement I need. Child and yogi, both are innocent. But what is exact difference between these two people? So can you say child is enlightened person? Can I say child is God? I say that child is God, isn't it?
no.
Child is God. But can I say child is enlightened?
No.
So then yogi is enlightened? Yogi is enlightened, right?
Yes.
Yogi is enlightened. So yogi has got what? Child doesn't have what?
Consciousness.
Consciousness everybody is having.
Meaning
If they have no consciousness, you can't live in the physical body. Manjula madam, can you answer?
Desire. Yogi don't have this worldly desire. He he's out of physical this worldly desire, and the child is still like, we cannot say child is enlightened because he may be baby soul, or his journey may be started
Yes.
just now, so we cannot say.
So, in order to put in a precise manner, so yogi is an innocent person with the wisdom.
Yeah.
wisdom plus innocence is called yogi. Okay, and the child is innocence. The innocence is there. Okay, but without wisdom,
Mm.
no wisdom. Okay, in order to gain wisdom, he has to go through the life.
Mm.
Okay, so both are innocent, but he is not enlightened. He is enlightened.
Mm.
Okay, so that's why what we say, whenever you want to enter into the kingdom of the God, you have to become innocent. We say
Yeah,
that
like child.
become a child. We say that become a child. Become a child means not like childish character, childlike characters. Child is having innocence. Whatever he knows, what he always speak truth. Of course, we know, and he don't remember anything negative things. His mind is totally empty. So his mind is always empty, isn't it? So he doesn't store anything for a more time. So that is the kind of character you also achieve when you get enlightened. When you get enlightened, what will happen? You become playful person. Child is always playful person, isn't it? He'll be always playful. So, for example, a mother scold him or mother beat him or whatever the reason it may be, right? After a few minutes, you go and hug her again. So that's called a playful character. He becomes so playful with the life. He's already playful with the life. So then the enlightened being also, enlightened master, is also like a child. He's an innocent person. He becomes so innocent at his attitude. He becomes so playful. He doesn't take anything seriously. He'll be so playful and so cheerful, so blissful. But for him and child, there is a huge difference. He doesn't have wisdom. He has got a wisdom. Okay. Right.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Yes.
सर रागी मार्ट का आपने बताया ना गैस और एसिडिटी नहीं होती है क्या रागी मार्ट से?
Yeah.
तो रागी मार्ट कितना टाइम तक लेना चाहिए?
Yeah. Morning 2 time, afternoon 2 time, दो glasses, दो glasses morning, afternoon, night, and no other food required. 2 days continuous.
सिर्फ 2 दिन?
2 days, 2 to 3 days only with this. And if at all you wanted any kind of a liquid, some other water, coconut water like that, you can drink. But if you are getting hunger, drink 3 glasses. But no sugar, no milk. No sugar, no milk. Add into that ragi malt. So should not add. And especially the palm jaggery or sugarcane jaggery, but not with the so-called chemicals. You say like black jaggery, something is there. You can do that.
तो 2 दिन लेने से बंद हो जाता है गैस और एसिड? 2 दिन लेने से
Yes.
गैस और एसिडिटी निकल जाती है, फिर नहीं होती है?
Yes. 2-3 days, if you take, the entire acidity and gastric problem will be solved. Okay. Right.
और अपना बैक पेन के कौन सा एक्यूप्रेशर पॉइंट है?
Yeah.
बैक पेन के लिए एक्यूप्रेशर पॉइंट?
हाँ, बैक पेन के लिए एक मुद्रा है, मुद्रा प्रैक्टिस करो. सो मुद्रा बैक पेन को, लोअर L3 L4 को, एनी बैक पेन कौन सा भी रीजन को आता है ना. सो रीजंस का मेनी रीजंस. सो आप कंप्यूटर तक बैठने के लॉन्ग आवर्स काम करता है ना. सो लॉन्ग आवर्स, 5 hours 6 hours का कंप्यूटर के पास बैठना ज्यादा टाइम काम करता है, वो भी रीजन है. नहीं तो आपको थोड़ा हेवी आइटम्स को you are pulling the like big items, like you are lifting lot of big items, then your back will get strained. Okay, so many reasons are there to get your back pain. Okay, so then what you have to do is you have to practice one mudra called Meru Danda Mudra. Meru Danda Mudra. Okay, now so Meru Danda Mudra, how to practice? Just see these two hands. Okay, now in the left hand side, my thumb is here. So I just bend this. I bend this and put to the left thumb this particular the middle part of the left thumb, that is here. Touch it here and put this thumb on the top of the on the nail. On the nail I have to cover. The nail I have to cover. Yes, correct.
Right.
One. This is one.
Right.
Okay. On the left. This is on the left hand side. Left hand side. Keep it on the thigh. Keep it on the thigh. Now right hand. Right hand. See here. Right hand. What to do?
Okay.
See here. So what I have done? Thumb, little finger, middle finger. Thumb, middle finger, little finger. Bring closer and just attach. Other two fingers straight. Other two fingers straight.
Right, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Yes. So this is the thing. This mudra, keep it on the thighs and practice for 30 minutes. 30 minutes. This is called Meru Danda Mudra.
Meru Danda.
Meru Danda Mudra. Okay.
Okay.
This for back pain, wonderful solution. Right. Yes.
Thank you, sir.
So, okay, friends.
Sir, Ragi Amli also good for health?
Yeah.
Sir, Ragi Amli also good for health?
Ragi?
Amli.
Ragi, no, I didn't understand your question.
Ragi malt.
Ragi malt, yes.
also,
Ragi malt.
Ragi Amli.
Amli means what? Is it? No, like I don't know the word exact meaning, but ragi malt only it is. Ragi
Mix in Amli means majgi mix.
Sir, ಅದು ರಾಗಿ
In
ಗಂಜಿ.
ಏನಮ್ಮ?
ರಾಗಿ ಗಂಜಿ ಸರ್, ಗಂಜಿ
ರಾಗಿ
ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ.
ಗಂಜಿ, ಹೌದು ರಾಗಿ ಗಂಜಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ
ಅದೇ
ರಾಗಿ
ಅಂಬ್ಲಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗಂಜಿನ.
ರಾಗಿ ಗಂಜಿ
ಅಂಬ್ಲಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದೇ.
Yeah.
ಓಕೆ, ಅದು ಒಳ್ಳೇದಾ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಇವರು.
ಎಸ್ ಸರ್.
ಓಕೆ, ಅದೇ ರಾಗಿ ಮಾಲ್ಟ್ ಒಳ್ಳೇದು. ರಾಗಿ ಮಾಲ್ಟ್ ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ. ಐ ವೀಕ್ನೆಸ್ ಹೈ, ವಾಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಡು? ಓಕೆ, so eye weakness ko one thing is put the eye pyramids and do meditation. Number one, eye pyramids, put the eye pyramids and do meditation. It strengthen and resolve all the problems, eye problems. Okay, and other thing is what you can do is you have something called cow-based, desi cow-based, some drops are there. You can put in the eyes, so that is also going to strengthen the eye. With the ghee they will make eye drops. They are called eye drops. Just try to put into that. It helps a lot. Okay. Right. Okay, friends, we'll be closing the program now. Right. Ghee eye drop, yes. So, okay, friends, thank you very much for all of you to join the session. And Dhanyavad to all of you for giving this opportunity for Mahavatar Foundation. My sincere pranams to Grandmaster Mahavatar Babaji. My sincere pranams to my beloved Guruji, Brahmarshi Patriji. Thank you very much.